Welcome to this segment of the program. Inuagata Nosahai is my name, and today, 5th of January 2022, is the very first Wednesday of January 2022. So the year is still very fresh, and today we are going to be looking at 6 solid approach to avoiding failure in 2022. 6 solid approach to avoid team failure in 2022. And the first approach is this: ensure your team members see themselves in your success story in 2022. Ensure your team members see themselves in your success story in 2022. Now, at the end of the first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter, and the fourth quarter of 2022, you want to have amazing, beautiful stories of success. Let me ask you, are your team members going to be a part of this success? Your team members need to see themselves in your success story. As a team leader, you have this expectation that this year, 2022, I want to achieve this. I want this to happen. Your team members should also be able to say that of themselves. If in this year, 2022, you are going to have some things you want to enjoy, your team members should also see themselves enjoying that same thing with you as they work with you in that business, in that organization, in that department. This is so important. So you need to paint a picture of a better future for them, that at the end of 2022, this is what they are going to be enjoying alongside with you. So enjoying success at the end of the year is not just going to be about the team leader and his family members. It's not just going to be about the managing director and his family members. It's not just going to be about the general manager and his wife and children, but every other team members that helps to drive the system, that helps to drive the vision, that helps to achieve the goals. All of us are going to be having something amazing, beautiful to enjoy. We are going to be telling us awesome stories at the end of the year 2022. This is so important. Number one approach to avoiding team failure in 2022 is for you to ensure that your team members see themselves in your success story of 2022. Then number 2, be an example of an effective team player as a team leader. As a team leader, teamwork starts with you. You need to learn to model teamwork. If somebody walks into your department, if somebody walks into your office, if somebody walks into the business and they are looking for the number 1 team player in that system, hands should point to you, the general manager. Hands should point to you, the HOD. Hands should point to you, the managing director. Be an example of a team player. Show to the other team members how to be an effective team player. Model what you want to see. This is a new year. It's 2022. Today is the first Wednesday of 2022. It's the 5th of January 2022. It is very important as a team head for you to be an example of an effective team player. Model teamwork. Be an example of an effective team player. Exemplify teamwork. Model before the people what you want them to mirror back to you. This will help you, in a very long way to avoid team failure. The number 3 approach: let trust lead. Let trust lead. You should build a culture of trust. Show to your people that you believe in them, that you trust their capacity to deliver. Even when you are holding meetings, you are trying to solicit suggestions and opinions from them. If anybody, bring any suggestion to the table or expresses an opinion that appears as if this opinion is dumb, is not worthwhile, your response should not be in a manner that will take the people back to their shell. The people may have an amazing opinion tomorrow, amazing suggestions, very innovative and creative one, for you tomorrow. The ability to express that tomorrow will be a function of how you respond to them today. Should they make what you would call a dumb suggestion or express what you would call a dumb opinion? So show to them that you trust their capacity, their ability to bring worthwhile solutions to the table. This is so important. Let trust lead. Trust them. Exhibit trust. Build a culture of trust. This is so important. Let trust lead. The number 3 approach to avoiding team failure in this year 2022 is for you to avoid bias conflict resolution. Whenever team members have issues amongst themselves, don't ever, I repeat, don't ever judge the issue against the offended. No matter your affinity with the offended, no matter the attachment you have with the offended, don't ever avoid bias conflict resolution. Don't ever judge an issue against the offended. You know the offender. You know he has caused a lot of trouble. You know he's the one behind this issue, is the one behind this problem. And at the end of the day, when you are trying to resolve the issue, you are resolving it against the offended. This will result to team failure. So to avoid team failure in 2022, avoid bias conflict resolution. Never you resolve a matter against the offended, no matter your affinity with the offender. This is just so important. Then number 5, avoid unprogressive silence, which I also call skilly silence. This just brings to mind, a day I was, as a corporate trainer, I have a lot of, corporate training sessions with different organizations, including, commercial banks. There was a particular day I was with a branch of a commercial bank, and while we were having discussion along the line of driving effective teamwork in the workplace, the team leader asked a question when we got to the Q&A session, the question and answer session. He said, how do you see a situation whereby there is a team issue on ground? We need to address this thing. And when you are trying to solicit opinions and suggestions from your team members, they all just fold their hands and they are looking at you. Everybody is just waiting for you to close the meeting, and then they go to their various duty posts. They just keep quiet. I said, that may be their own way of responding to your leadership style. There is a possibility or the tendency that you have been treating them in a way that makes them feel less, as human beings and all that. And now you want to solicit ideas from them, suggestions from them, opinions from them on the problem the department is facing, the branch is facing, or the organization is facing, and they just keep mute. They are just waiting for you, to wrap up the meeting, and then everybody just go to their beats. Now, that can be very frustrating for the team leader. And that kind of silence, I call it unprogressive silence or killing silence. And the way to avoid it is to exhibit the kind of leadership disposition that will carry everybody along. And whenever you now need their suggestions and opinions on issues, they will be very more than willing, to bring them to the table. This is so important. Avoid unprogressive silence. Then the 6th one, which is the last one, don't be afraid to offload passionless stars. Passionless stars. Offload passionless stars. Now, passionless stars are people that, as a result of their past achievements, they have become very complacent. Maybe they have so many certifications and degrees garnishing their CV. They have achieved so much results in the past, and because of these past achievements, they are not so complacent. In short, they feel that they are doing you a favor by being on your payroll. They feel that they are doing you a favor with their reputation, with their years of experience, by being on your staff, on your staff list. And they are just there. They are no longer adding any value. They are no longer bringing contribution, to the table. They are just there, any salary, without adding serious value. I call them passionless stars. If you actually look at their resume, they have achieved so much. They have so much laurels. They are stars indeed, but presently they have become passionless. And such passionless stars can become a virus in the system that will corrupt the other team members who may be so passionate and want to make something happen. You know, just as a chain is as strong as its weakest link, that is how a team is as strong as its weakest team member. Don't be afraid to offload your passionless stars. This is just so important, so that you can have people you can naturally work with. You see, there is difference between the best players and right players. Best players are those that have made something happen. They are there, and they may not want to make more things happen. But the right players are those that are, you know, they are still interested in making things happen. They may just be those that you are just bringing on board. They may also be those that have been there. But they still have that, you know, hunger to make something happen. And these are the kind of people you should have in your team. These are approaches and strategies you can engage this year 2022 to avoid team failure. Let's just run through them again as I conclude this morning. Number one, ensure your team members see themselves in your success story in 2022. Number two, be an example of an effective team player, model teamwork, exemplify teamwork. Number three, let trust lead, build a culture of trust. That is so important. Number four, avoid bias conflict resolution. Number five, avoid unprogressive silence, which also called killing silence. And then number six, offload passionless stars. I believe that profound value have been added to you today, and it's so key that you reach out to me this year 2022. Let's see how I can sit with your team, sit with your people, sit with you, and let's see how we can drive productivity and efficiency for this new year 2022, so that at the end of the day you'll be having an amazing narrative that you'll be bringing out when the year is wrapping up. It's so important. My phone numbers are right there on the screen. The first one is 080 66 86 5060. I take it just one more time. 080 66 86 5060. Then the second one is equally there. It's 080 529 29120. 080 529 29120. I'll be seeing you next week Wednesday. And when I return, I will still be the amiable Inuarata no Sahai. God bless you.